going to dig into some incredible science that suggests our body's aging clock isn't just passively ticking away. It's actually being controlled, sped up or slowed down by what we put on our fort.
Just let that sink in for a second. What if that feeling of fatigue that your morning coffee just can't seem to touch, or the stiffness you feel in your joints, what if that has less to do with your birthday and more to do with your breakfast? I mean, if that's true, it completely changes the game, right? See, the whole aging process, it doesn't really start on the surface of your skin. It starts way, way deeper, down at the cellular level. And you know what the best part is? Because it's a biological process, it means we can actually influence it. And that whole story, it begins with this one core idea: oxidative stress.
I absolutely love this analogy. Think of it like this: cellular rust. You leave a piece of metal out in the rain, and what happens? It oxidizes, it gets brittle, it breaks down. Well, believe it or not, almost the exact same process can happen inside our own cells. And the foods we eat are either like throwing more water on that metal, accelerating the rust, or they're like the polish that helps clean it away.
So, what's causing all this internal rusting? Well, it turns out there are these specific biological bad guys, these little villains that get unleashed when we eat the wrong stuff. They are the primary drivers of this damage, and they've got a pretty formal name, but it is so important to understand what they do. They're called advanced glycation end products, or fittingly, AGEs. Now here's how they work. When you have too much sugar floating around in your system, it starts to get sticky. It literally gloms onto important proteins, like the collagen that keeps your skin looking young. The slide says it perfectly. Imagine dipping a bunch of flexible, stretchy rubber bands into a vat of melted hard candy. They come out stiff, brittle, and they just snap. That's exactly what AGs are doing to your skin, your blood vessels, everything. But here's the real kicker. Creating all that damage is only half the problem. See, our body has this amazing built-in cleanup crew, a process called autophagy, that's designed to go in and clear out all that cellular rust. But there's a catch. That crew only works when its boss, the hormone insulin, lets it. As you can see here, when we're constantly snacking and spiking our blood sugar, insulin is high, and that cleanup crew is basically told to stand down. It's completely disabled. So the wrong foods are causing the damage and shutting down the one system that can fix it.
So, let's name some names. Who are the biggest culprits? Well, here they are. The most wanted list for accelerating that agent clock. You've got refined sugar, of course. That's public enemy number one. But then you've got industrial seed oils, refined carbs like white bread, deep-fried foods, processed meats. You see the pattern. All of these things create that storm of cellular rust, and at the same time, they jam that insulin switch into the on position, preventing any cleanup.
Okay, that was a lot of bad news. But here's where it all turns around. The good news is we can fight back. And it's not about deprivation or meticulously counting every single calorie. It's about adopting a totally new and honestly way more empowering framework for how we even think about the food we eat.
This quote right here just nails it. For so long, we've been told it's all about the quantity of food, right? Eat less. But what if that was never the point? What if the real secret to slowing down that internal clock is all about the quality of our food? Making every calorie work for you, not against you.
And this is the light bulb moment. It all boils down to this incredibly simple but profound equation. Your health basically equals the amount of nutrients you get divided by the number of calories. The goal shifts completely. It's not about restriction anymore. It's about maximum nourishment. You want to find foods that give you the most vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, all the stuff that fights rust, for the lowest possible calorie price. All right, so let's get practical. Let's talk about how to actually assemble this repair kit for your body. It's time to stock your kitchen with the real tools your cells need to fight back, to repair the damage, and to build a stronger, more resilient you.
And here is maybe the easiest way to remember the all-stars of the anti-aging world, G-bombs. I love this. Just think of these as your body's own personal special forces unit. You've got greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds and nuts. Each one of these is packed with the unique compounds your body needs to protect itself.
And look, this is what it actually looks like in real life. It's not weird, complicated food. It's oatmeal with berries for breakfast. It's a huge, colorful salad for lunch. It's a beautiful piece of salmon with broccoli for dinner. See? These meals are loaded with nutrients. They're on the right side of that health equation, and they are literally working to rebuild you from the inside out. Now, listen up, because this is so important. You could be eating all the G-bombs in the world, following that equation perfectly, but there is one final critical piece of the puzzle, and it might just be the most powerful anti-aging tool you have. And the crazy thing is, it's free. It has nothing to do with what you eat. It's all about when you eat.
This is a game changer. Every single time food passes your lips, even a handful of almonds, a few berries, even that splash of milk in your coffee, it sends a signal. That signal is insulin. And that signal immediately tells your body, stop cleaning, stop repairing, we've got incoming fuel to deal with. The cleanup crew gets sent home. Every single time.
Just look at the difference here. When you're constantly eating, your insulin is always high. The cleanup crew is just sitting around, on standby, never actually getting to work. But when you just create a little bit of space between your meals, you create a pause. That lets insulin fall, and that is the trigger. That's the green light that activates the cleanup crew to finally get to work, clearing out all that cellular rust.
This just sums it all up perfectly. Real deep cellular repair isn't something you can force with a tough workout. It's not about effort. It's triggered by a moment of quiet. It's the moment your body finally breathes a sigh of relief, stops expecting more food to come in, and finally gets the signal to turn inward and start cleaning house.
So in the end, the power is on your plate and it's on your clock. With every single meal, and just as importantly, with every pause you create between them, you are making this fundamental choice. Are you choosing to accelerate that internal rust, or are you choosing to give your body the tools and, critically, the time it needs to rebuild itself from the ground up? It's your choice to make.